Yo, yo, yo. What's good out there, good people in the world? You already know what it is. You got your favorite guy, Cannon, one third of the three-man weave, and the rest of the three-man weave,
You
here with your
already
favorite
know.
podcast.
You
It's
already
episode
know I'm here.
72.
No,
I,
I'm
I
here.
got,
He'll go heal regardless, baby. I'm ready. You see, I'm active. Let's get it, man.
mm-hmm.
And then you have the third of the three-man weave, AJ, El
uh,
Presidente. I just had to make up. I just thought that would be a cool nickname. I'm really not the president of anything.
Oh, day third, episode 72. Ooh, what's today?
yeah,
Sunday?
man.
Sunday right now?
It's Sunday,
Sunday,
Ooh, May
May 17th.
17th.
12:44.
Can we get a quick happy birthday shout out to my pops today? My pops would have been 63
Absolutely,
years
man.
old. Yeah, man. So big shout out to my pops, James Williams, man. We love
Oh,
you.
man.
We always thinking about
OG.
you, dog.
Yeah,
OG. Happy
big
birthday,
OG.
man.
You said he would have been 53?
63.
63, yeah. Big
Yeah.
OG.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have tested him. I'd have gave him something to drink, though.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah, 100%. You got to get in the drink. But
Listen, we talked about testing old heads before, didn't we?
Yeah, once he told me,
oh
I said, he told me he was a former boxer, hey, what you want to World Cup?
Yeah, yeah. I definitely ain't tested.
Oh man.
wait, I'm 30. I'm paper. 62. I'm paper. He'd have been
It's okay.
62 today.
It's all right.
62.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
It's
good,
62.
okay.
man. You getting
I
a
was a
little
year off.
old.
You know,
You getting a
I
little old
I, I
yourself.
ate. I put
Hey.
because this year don't count. So I'm in 2021. You know. What I
And
mean,
I feel
this year, this
Feel
throw
you.
this
year
whole thing
don't
away.
Feel you.
count at all. So I'm on a whole nother time.
So
But yeah,
man, I
man.
got a little discussion. Let's talk about it, man. Y'all been watching these versus battles?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, man. We ain't got nothing else to do.
These things been entertaining. I was hating on the first couple, quite honest. Like I ain't about to sit on nobody live, man. And I've been sitting on these lives. I've been hyped, man. Me and my wife last night, we had a ball. Like it was a
Yeah.
nostalgia
Yeah.
feeling, man.
Because
We had
the
Luda and Nelly last night. Yeah.
the thing about it is it takes you back to a time. It takes you back to a feeling. And
Mm-hmm.
so when Luda and Nelly was popping, it take you back to that early 2000s, especially for us where we might have been in like junior high, high school,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
going who knows what to who knows. And so it's just like it's nostalgic and it's just like okay, when you heard I lost my virginity to Splash Waterfalls. So
Yeah.
it takes me back to that time frame. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, I remember that. I remember what happened. It was on BET. It was after school, after baseball practice. I didn't shower, just went straight. I was a savage back then. I never showered after baseball practice because I was on a quick time frame. Mama got home at 5:17 on the dot, damn near every goddamn day. So I knew my time limit. I knew what I had to do, and so turned on BET. That was the first video that was on. I made it through the first course.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad
Ain't
at you.
mad
You
at
know
you
what I'm
neither.
saying? You know what I'm saying, man? I remember one time I rode my bike to Shorty crib. Took me longer to get there, but it's
You
okay.
know what I mean?
It's okay.
But I had a
Hey,
second chance.
who was the first couple? You said that you was at first you was hating on them, Hill.
Swiss and Timbo, they started it up. Timberland, they
Yeah.
started it
Yeah,
off,
that was a good one. I like that
and
one.
we didn't know it was actually the verses when they actually did it. I don't know who went second after them. I know the first one I actually
Was it Teddy and
really
Babyface?
no, that was it was
Yeah,
plenty more before them.
yeah, it was a couple.
It was Sean Garrett and the Dream went.
Oh
Jonte
yeah.
Austin and Neo went. Boy Wonder and Hit Boy they went. I think they
Yeah.
went after Tim and Swiss actually.
Yeah.
If we missing somebody, I'm sorry.
Um,
But I like that. I like Roy and Joe with the G Unit Rockefeller one, man.
And that's what I'm about to get to. I watched the first. I think the first one I actually did watch was the T Pain and Lil Jon one. I didn't know. I didn't like the matchup going into it, but once again I ain't had nothing to do. I
Hmm.
ended up liking it how it ended up playing out.
Yeah.
Um,
They got
like
some
you said,
hits together.
we just had Nelly and Luda last night, so it's a two-part question I got for y'all.
Okay.
For the celebrity aspect, for the big old mainstream aspect, which verses do you want to see next?
They got to be big celebrity. What type of celebrity we talking about?
Some like a person versus person type, not like Roy
All right.
and Joe Budden did. That's my second part of the question.
I would like to see. Honestly, we talked about this yesterday. I really want to see T.I. and Gucci.
Mm.
And the reason I want to see them in a versus because during that era, they would have been in a versus. And I'm tired of these verses being so friendly and brotherly. It's a versus. I came here to fry your ass. I love you. You can still do the I love you. Boxers do it. But when it's time to go, I want to fry you. I'm not bigging up you after every track. I'm immediately coming with my heat to blow yours out of the water.
I like that because they did have a little tick for tat about who invented trap music.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
yeah.
I would like that. I like that. There you go. Look at that boy Cannon out here. Which one you got, AJ?
And so for me personally, I mean, he already went. I would have much rather have seen Ludacris go against T.I. because they had the whole King of the South thing going on back then, and then they had a couple back and forths on some records. Remember, Lewis said get off the TIP, and
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
I would have preferred to see that. Even though they may have squashed it or whatever the case may be now, I still think that time frame, those two,
fire.
I think would have paired better. And not to downplay Nelly for any of his accomplishments, he went diamond, so you can't downplay him.
Yeah.
I just think going in, the way these battles are set up, I feel like Ti and Ludacris would have been a better battle, a better stage, a better back and forth because you pull up a track off Urban Legend and a track off Chicken and Beer.
Chicken and beer. Whew.
I mean, that's nasty right there.
You go track for track.
To me, that there is a versus because it's really in the same time frame. They had kind of the same audience, and I want to say at that time they were on that same level. Also, I don't think Nelly and Ludacris really meshed. I don't think it was. I don't think it was a battle.
Go ahead.
And
I
yeah,
like them
look
though.
like Nelly may have had like some larger mainstream hits, I think, but for the people that are watching these verses, to me, is Ludacris. I think Ludacris is
I
that
would have
one
picked
because
Ludacris.
Yeah, I think the audio issues really, gave Nelly a hard time, but he was battling.
He was battling. He had some fire now.
And he was and he was controlling this like boxing.
He
He
was
was
setting the
controlling the
tone.
fight. He kept making Luda switch the tempo. He was controlling the fight. He was walking Luda down. The thing I think what turned the battle was when Luda went to features and he tried to match him with the features. That was a bad strategy move for Nelly, and he started losing momentum. But he was fighting. I'm telling you, Nelly put up a good fight for that long. That was a long for them long 20. He didn't start really losing till 15.
Every tempo switch, Luda had it though. I got something to match that, man. And it's like lovers and friends.
That was at the end. When I'm saying when they got to 15, that's when Luda started it he took over. Yeah. He started hitting with the haymakers. But that whole time
He played Move at the
Nelly was
end,
hitting
didn't he?
Huh?
Didn't he play Move at the end too?
Yeah. Like I said, he hit him with some haymakers at the end. And Nelly was starting to hit him with haymakers too. He had some hiccups along the way. Nelly fought. That was a great battle. Minus the Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Can
that
I
one song that Nelly did.
that country song?
Forget the name. Yeah, man.
And he
I
didn't
didn't
even
like
do
when
the
he
old.
played it either.
You didn't play the country with Tim McGraw over and
Yeah.
over again, over and over
that's
again.
that's supposed to
That's
be the
the
one
one.
that you go to.
I mean, and go on now, loving you.
Yeah,
Man, Tim
I'm
McGraw
like,
was
come
out.
on,
Tim
bro.
McGraw was good with me for the rest of his life.
Yeah. And that's
after
the thing.
that, you start seeing Tim McGraw in movies and
You
shit.
know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
He was everywhere.
I was good with Tim McGraw, bro. The one I want to see, celebrity wise, we talked about this. I think, personally, AJ, I want to see 2 Chainz versus Fab.
2 Chainz versus Fab.
See,
I
you come around now?
I was with you the first time. I thought I was
Okay.
with you the first time.
Okay.
Honestly,
Well,
in the versus, I think 2 Chainz might win.
Is
Fab Fab got heat and bars, but you don't have the hits like 2 Chainz.
they got them. They got. I think they can go. I think if they strategically did this and went like category wise,
Yeah.
they can make this an entertaining battle. I know you want beef and I know you want them to talk they trash and all that. I know, but if they win it like
I just
strategically,
want it competitive. Yeah, I don't want
if
beef.
they were like, all right, boom, let's start off mixtape. Let's go with the
Hmm.
mixtape. They can go
Hmm.
at it with the mixtape.
Yeah.
Then they be like,
Hmm.
oh, what's up with the ladies? You got something for the ladies?
Yeah.
Let's go. Then they can go. They both got some trap songs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They got some hood junk. Oh, let's get lyrical. Let's go to the lyrical part. Like they can actually break this thing down and make it kind of entertaining.
I
so
guess as nasty as Fab been, I've always liked 2 Chainz albums better than I've liked Fab albums.
That's a fact.
y'all know I'm biased, but to just personally, I don't think Fab has like a great album, like just an album where I
I
can be like,
He don't, bro.
I can put it on start to finish. And so to me, when it comes to albums, I'm like, nah, bro, that one's a wash.
That's
You
why I
may have a
said
couple
2 Chainz.
tracks.
How many
And
two?
I
Hold
think
on,
So,
Fab's
hold
a
on, hold
better
on. I'm a
rapper.
fan. I'm a fan of 2 Chain. How many 2 Chain albums he got? Like that you saying?
but what I'm saying is, if he got one, it's more than Fab.
But Fab has a collection of work that he
He
can
do got a
pick
collection
from.
of work. He do got
Yeah,
a collection
no,
of
100%,
Cause
100%. No,
like you just said, Ludacris don't have the numbers or the stats to match up with Vanelli,
He don't have a
but he has a
diamond, but he got
but he has
consecutive.
a larger body of work to pick from. You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
So Fab
So,
got a lot of stuff to choose
He do
from
got a
that
lot
can
of
match
work,
up
a lot
with
of
a
features.
lot of. And then you got to think about who gonna be in there. It's gonna be New York versus the South.
pretty
Yeah,
much. But so for my thing, so like
that's a good battle though.
yeah, no, it definitely is. Um, so here's one of my honorable mentions, and it's a little bit off cuff, but it's like the battle of like the toxic singers. I want Bryson Tiller versus Brent Faiyaz.
See, you about to go up. See, boom. Now this is my part two.
I would have said a boogie.
See, we got. See, I've been doing. Not I've been doing, but I've been witnessing some of my bros, some of my friends do actual battles amongst themselves. Like you said, Joe Budden
Hmm.
and Rory and Maul, they
Hmm.
did battle amongst themselves. They picked
I
mixtape versus
like that one
mixtape.
too.
Those are those are fun.
Yeah,
So, boom, you a music head, AJ. You just said Bryson Tiller and Brent. I don't know how to say his last one.
Brent Faiyaz.
You would have to pick. I would want you to pick against somebody, another music head, and y'all
Mm-hmm.
go at it.
Okay.
Like I
yeah,
would like to see that. Like I did.
yeah.
I line brother Cardi. Me and him, we went Locks versus Mob D.
Hmm.
Went at it. I lost because
Hmm.
he strategized me. You know he
He's
he
from New
got me.
York. He had the advantage over you.
He definitely had, and that's what I told him yesterday. I said because we were trying to go through some more bro battles. I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about Northern bros doing a Southern battle.
Yeah.
He was like,
They're not
yeah.
gonna
So what
respect.
about? He was like, what about somebody from the South doing a Northern battle? I'm like, I just did the locks and I lost.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I would want to battle somebody from New York with a Southern rapper. I think I could. I think I could do that.
I've been atting you in the joint. You've been ignoring the chat, but I'm
No,
gonna
so
get you.
no. The thing was, guess what? My mentions were off on all my chats, so I only
Oh,
would
okay.
just check. Like I would only check the
Yeah.
chat, like the union, because that's the only chat that I was ever really active in. So
Yeah.
like I happened to peep one day, and so I really turned them on. I could definitely do that.
Yo, man,
But
I'm gonna tell you, I got a shout out. Go ahead, Marco, go ahead.
real quick, I want like I meant to make this point before I switched to Brent Fayez and Bryson Tiller. If we talking albums for Fab and Two Chainz, does Fab have anything to mirror the birthday song, or would he have to just chalk that one up if we talking about from an album?
Yeah, you kill it. She killing him.
Okay, okay, okay. Good point. Good counter. Good counter. I just wanted to see.
Now he may lose.
Yeah, no. I think he still loses.
He may lose, but I'm saying you might throw on she killing him.
Not if they, not if they run off with features. Fab got
Hey,
some murder features.
So, hold on,
and
but wait.
Two Chainz.
Two Chains had the
He do.
best
He do.
verse on
He do.
Lamborghini.
But it's that. But
Now you
Fab
see
been
what.
doing features since 1999.
Now y'all see what I'm saying. If they break it down to categories and see what's
He
what's
got
up.
a chance. He got a chance. Yeah, you
Everybody they got a chance. They
careful with
match
that.
up well. They match it. Let's be Two Chainz really don't get the respect that he deserves.
I've been saying this for years. Two Chains, especially like even
Ain't
before
that,
that Mercy verse, Two Chains is
City Boy?
he like back in Trappavelli 2, Codeine Cowboy, Trappavelli, all of that. It's because he's from the South that people don't consider him lyrical. And yes, he has songs where he's playing around and he does all types of stuff.
He a
But
fun
Two
type of person.
Chains got bars.
But the
I think
same
he's
can
not
go
the
can
person
same to be said about Fab. Fab is from New
that they want
York.
to
They
have
got New
fun.
York by he doesn't get the respect that he deserves as well. Some of his albums flop because they just flop. No, but they had no reason to flop. These are not trash albums. He's not putting in trash work.
This was
You know what I'm saying?
too lyrical.
I think,
No.
but see, the
Just
thing is,
saying.
I think the reason why Fat like remember back in the day, Gucci like before he went to jail, but he was still kind of putting out some albums, but his mixtapes was like classic. The album
Mm-hmm.
was good, but it was never the mixtape. And so it's like the mixtape like back when people were still signing deals, you had the freedom to do whatever the hell you wanted on
Mm-hmm.
mixtape. So all of Fab's mixtapes, he had the freedom to do whatever he want. He could go over other people's songs and kill
Hmm.
their beats and stuff like that. But when it came to his album, it was almost like, okay, he had to force you a party record, he had to force you a lady song, all while doing that.
And
So
I
it's
hated
like
it. And I hated it.
exactly. So
That's what
that's
I'm
why
saying.
no disrespect, Fab is a mixtape artist in my opinion because he gives you better quality music on
I
his
have to agree.
mixtapes.
I have to
That's
agree right
true.
here.
But the fact that
But
it took Two Chainz forever to actually blow. Two Chainz was in DTP with Ludacris,
But the
2000, Duffel Bag
but see,
Boy.
but
He had
hey, City Boy has bars.
even he would tell you he had one of the best rebrandings in rap history because he had to change his name from Titty Boy to Two Chainz because you can't
mm-hmm.
be doing TV and radio and all that
Yeah.
stuff. People introducing you on the mainstream as Titty Boy. They gotta call you something else. Even though that
Mm-hmm.
was technically his nickname, they gotta and so that rebranding that he had was amazing. Honestly, to me, that's one of the hardest album covers ever. Like when he first like rebranded to Two Chains and he had the album cover with the jacket with the two chains on it. To me, that shit was hard. It was very
You
simple, but it was hard.
you know what? I got it. You should battle Cardi.
Okay.
You should battle Cardi. Cardi
Cause
got Fab,
I got 2 Chainz. All right.
and you got 2 Chainz. We should
It's
set it
not.
up.
I'm gonna advise you. It's not smart to battle Cardi because, bro, he know every
Nah,
single rap song.
it
He know
is
every
smart.
single rap song, bro.
AJ is a
Let me,
music connoisseur.
let
This
me
is
show you.
I
just
Well,
know,
let
I
me.
know AJ is, but
yeah.
Cardi just know every single Fab verse, man.
You ain't gonna duck this. You ain't gonna duck this smoke either. You gonna get some. You go.
Oh,
We might got to get you in there and
Cannon.
get somebody too, Cannon.
I'm gonna show this for the people. Do you see that? That is a Titty Boy playlist on my iPhone. I have every single song that he's ever made. So
You
Talking
trust
right.
me.
crazy.
I,
Hey,
I,
whenever y'all ready, we gonna go, man. We go. Who you want? Who you want, Cannon? Talk your trash, Cannon.
I
If
ain't
you
got
had
no
to pick, if
questions out,
no,
man.
if you had to pick, if no, this is a direct question to you. If you had to pick an artist to battle with, who would be your artist?
I probably pick Beans or Jada.
So you would pick Beans or Jadakiss as your
Mhm.
artist. If
Mhm.
I found if I found somebody to go against that, will you be willing to battle?
Yeah, I'm here.
Y'all see my
Ain't too
face,
many
y'all. Let's
competition
get
for
it.
those people though. They're like they're the competition for each other. It's gonna be hard to
I,
pick somebody to battle Beans.
so once we get out, so once people supporters, once we it's going up. By the time y'all get this, he might the opponent might already be set up. So we got this covered. We got this covered. Yeah, I'm telling you, these joints is fun. Yo, side note, shout out to my guy Mike White and his wife. I witnessed one of their battles last night. They had a, it was basically a category battle when you didn't know none of the categories beforehand, and you had a minute to choose your song. So they would throw out a
What?
category. It was an R&B battle at that. So they would throw out a category. Like say, "Hey, somebody cheated on you." Boom, you got a minute to find a song.
oh,
I would
I
have
can
lost
do.
that.
I'm on that. I could
You
kill
feel
that
what I'm
too.
saying? And we sitting there like, oh, the anticipation, like, oh, I would go to
Yeah.
this, or I would go to that. What I'm gonna play, and then the people that's battling, they play something, and you like, oh, I wouldn't have picked that. Why would it? Man, I'm telling you, the intrigue. Shouts out to Mike White and his wife. That was a great idea, man. I love being able to witness that, and I just want to give them their flowers for coming up with that idea. I'm telling you, man, we come up creative, man. You sitting
Mhm.
at home in the pandemic, you trying to find fun ways to do some things, man. I'm telling you, that thing was intriguing, man. So now you just take that idea, man, do it amongst your own friends, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy, but you got to be a music head. You got to be a
You got to
music
be
head.
a
That
music
pressure,
head.
that you
That
you you
fly
start
right
hearing it,
there off the
you
cuff
start
like
hearing
that.
that Jeopardy music. You start hearing that Jeopardy music in your head.
It's like
so
typing, hitting search.
so look right, Insecure last week.
Uh,
I'm be I
ugh.
gotta beat the brakes off Molly, man.
I
Right at
I, I
the
just it that disappointed me, man.
there was no
And
reason not to share your connect or your contact.
it was so many layers that was displayed of what went wrong that shouldn't have never went wrong. First off, even if you beefing, I'm gonna go. Even if you beefing with your man's or your female, your best friend, your friend, you still want them to win.
Thank you,
Man,
man.
Ain't not ain't nothing
that's
that happened
my
between
point.
them. Ain't
That's
nothing
my
happened
point.
between them. Should you ever want them to not win? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't like you right now. It's plenty of time. You know, like you say, y'all piss me off. I'm like, man, I ain't talking to them right now. But what you mean? I want to wish harm on y'all? Like,
Oh, there's literally people that well, it's like my ride or die. You see me with them every day. That I don't necessarily talk to now, but guess what? You'll never see me get in their way of something. You'll never see me hope that they fail at something. You'll never hear me talk bad about them behind their back. Anything till this day. Like that's why I appreciate my friends because even when we're close, I'll say stuff to your face So you'll never have to worry about me saying anything behind your back because I have no shame of telling you to your face anything that I have a problem with or anything of that sort. And then outside of that, it's like, all right, cool. We ain't gotta, necessarily talk. And I'm not about to, just say, oh, you don't fuck with me, so I hope you don't, succeed in life. What type of hating shit is that? And so for
It's some
Molly,
ultimate hater shit.
yo, what
Yeah.
kills me is the fact that Molly was out there like smiling, doing the line dance with her, trying to come up and talk to her, knowing that this is her
After
event,
you've
but the
been
whole
hating for
time,
no reason.
but then the whole time go back to her mans and stuff. And I wish he would have checked her more than what he did, because like he sent a little subtle shot saying, "Well, now you see how I feel," because like when they were sitting down, he was like, "Now you see how I feel being busy with work," saying like she don't make time for her and shit like that. I wish he would have
Yeah,
just really said like, "What's your problem?" Like, I wish he would have
you're
really just
selfish.
said you're out of line. Like, why are
You're
you
selfish.
like this?
You're selfish because the thing that bothered me the most about it, I would have understood if Drew would have said, "Listen, I'm tired of you and your friends trying to use my contact. I don't appreciate that." He never said anything like that. He was perfectly fine with hitting Vince up to get him to do something for somebody trying to do something for the community. It
It's
wasn't like
not
she was
even
trying to
that.
exploit
It's
him.
damn the community. It's for the advancement of her
Of her
career, bro.
brand,
Like this is
yeah.
this is her brand.
And
She's
you want me
putting
to
on
fail.
an event, and you not gonna help me. You want honestly, you wasn't
You
my
really want to
peoples to
fight
begin with.
me because I asked somebody else. You said you wouldn't do it. Okay. I know his other friend. I asked him to do it that way.
And
I
it
didn't
was
involve
more than willing.
Now I had my
didn't
friend.
involve
Have,
you. And if you don't want to
I,
be my friend because of that, cool. Because you're really not my friend anyway. Because you don't want me to win.
so my friend said she was still Team Molly. She said I may be the only one that's Team Molly, and I'm trying to figure out like, whoa, explaining it now. Now she's a counseling, she's a counselor, psychology major, so she gonna take it deep. So she broke it down. She said Molly set a boundary. You broke this boundary even after I told you that I set this boundary. So
I
she
did.
basically saying
I
Issa
did.
is wrong because you overstepped the boundary that I set. Now I'm like, okay, you know what? I will agree with that. You told Issa no, and Issa went around your back and still did it on her own. Cool, you mad. My only thing about it is the time that you address your issue. I don't care how mad
Completely
I am
wrong.
at you.
Yeah.
I'm not about to address no issue that I got with you at your event.
At your event.
Yes.
And and even besides that, bro, you set the boundary. Okay. The boundary that you set, let me know that you're not my friend. So now I don't care about you or boundaries. I set wherever I want.
And here,
Not
here
my
I'm
friend.
I'm I'm gonna
But
take a
I set. You just
I'm gonna take
told
a,
me
I'm gonna take a page from my pops book.
you don't
And
care.
a page from my pops, he always told me like, right or wrong, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
But behind closed doors, I will
Yeah.
set you straight. No
Yeah.
one will ever know that I'm against you. You could be dead ass wrong, but in front of the world, I will have your back till the end. But
You know how
Guess
when
what?
we get back when we get home, be like, yo, you was dead ass wrong.
you know you know how I know your pops is real? Cause I heard Mac 10 say that same exact thing in the video. Yo, Mac 10 say, hey, I'm riding with him. I don't care what he say. I don't care how wrong he. We tell him he wrong in the car.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
riding with him.
Because at the
It's
end of
the
the day,
United.
don't nobody else need to know that, because guess what? When I tell you wrong, but I got your back. I'm your person. I'm your friend. I'm your homie. I'm your pops. So
Mhm.
what I'm about to be in front of other people, telling you wrong for? Hell
Checking you.
no.
Yo, Mac
Yeah.
Mac Mac 10 this comment for no reason.
Poor Common. Hey, Common really. Common might have been the most like random. He was in so many beasts, but for what? Like Common. He's Common.
Man, man, actually, none of that. Ice Cube say he ready for him. I'm right.
He read. I'm with him.
Yo, I'm sorry. They ain't got nothing to
Fuck
do with nothing.
everything else.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I'm telling you, that's how I know you're
But yeah, I
real,
ain't.
bro.
I'm not feeling what your homegirl saying though here because
She broke it
if you
down
set
way
a
better than
boundary,
what I broke it down. I'm sorry.
So
but regardless
I
of the
don't know.
boundary,
I don't
regardless of the,
know if go ahead, Anna. Go ahead.
if you set a boundary that tells me we're not friends, I don't even know why you're here. You didn't even want to go. Drew had to drag you there. So it's like you really not her friend. And when you got there and saw that it was successful, you was jealous. And only after you saw it was a success did you want to go do line dancing.
And so another thing that I have is I want to know like the boundary she set. It was more so just because I don't want to do it.
That's it. It was no
Like
reason.
if you felt like you know what we're in a bad place right now. Like we've been arguing all day and we haven't been good and shit like that. You know what? Okay, I can kind of understand that. But even if that's the case, Issa was like, you know what, y'all not good, but okay, I know someone. Let me still kind of make sure. But to me, Issa did the friendly thing is I came to you first. I
Yeah,
came
Yeah.
to you.
And actually straight up to help me as a
And
friend. It told me no.
yeah.
the one
That's the
the
part I
one
can't
thing
let.
the one thing that I will say is Issa maybe should have done,
Is be
but I
her.
wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have done it either because then Molly probably would have,
Look,
did something. 'Cause I would say I would maybe Issa was like, do you mind if I ask what's dude name? Nathan, I think. The
Nathan was her dude. Drew is
the
Molly's dude. They
yeah,
both
Nathan,
friends
the
though.
light skin the light skinned bald dude
The
that
AJ dude.
he's friends with Drew.
The AJ looking dude. The AJ looking dude is Nathan.
All right, yeah. So
That's
so
AJ with a
had
cut. Nathan is AJ with a cut.
all right.
Or AJ with makeup.
I walked into that one. God damn it.
You did. You did.
I walked into that one. But what like even if Issa would have been like, do you mind if I asked him to ask Drew? Molly probably would have been like, don't do that, and then told Drew, don't do anything for Issa, which would have been even
It's a
crazier in
hater,
my
bro.
mind.
And that's
That's
not your
that's
friend.
that's pure hate. It's pure hate. Like to me,
So
I've always said that we need to change the definition of hater because people can't take constructive criticism or just the fact that you don't agree with something that they like, but literally trying to sabotage something or not trying to help your
That's
friend see
right.
your friend succeed, that's pure hate.
That's
is this relationship reconcilable?
I
not for
mean,
me on
for
TV.
for women, I don't think so. I think for men, we'd be like, all right, men, we probably would have been like, yo, you gotta see me outside. We probably would have shot the ones and be like, all right, we wouldn't have talked for a couple of days. Men like, yo, you trying to play man, bro?
Yeah, it would start off something small like Madden.
Yeah, like
Baby
we
step.
would we wouldn't rock right back immediately, but it would probably take somebody to just making that first step. But like I think for not to hate on women or to sound misogynistic, but y'all really can't keep friends for too long. And by y'all I mean just the overarching umbrella. I know that some of you may have your friends, but a lot of y'all have multiple day ones that have come, gone,
And gone.
never spoken to ever again. So, just throw that out there. I don't think it's reconcilable, even though I think for the show it will be.
I mean, they got a
But
season 5, but this is my
yeah,
thing.
I think for the show
They
it'll
got
be
a season
reconcilable.
5. I don't want to see me personally. I don't want to see them dragging out this fake beef.
I don't either.
I also don't want to.
I,
I
I,
also don't want to see them reconcile fake either. I want to see a genuine. I want them to actually show that you can have an argument with your best friend, or you can show somebody how you can actually outgrow somebody. Like actually show
Absolutely,
that, because it's
and that's
possible.
perfectly fine. And I hope in season 5 they give Lizzo a bigger part because she's fucking funny. So if
She's
they give
hilarious.
her, she's hilarious. She needs a bigger role. She was like, "Nigga, I'm from Philly." That shit was hilarious.
Run.
But his stupid tail, like he should have been on.
That thing, that accent was terrible.
Terrible, bro. I'm like, come on,
He, he,
this
he was
fool.
he was high.
Gotta quit your boy, well, not your boy no more, Cannon. Quentin Dunbar, DeAndre Baker, they get caught up robbing somebody at a cookout.
Allegedly, the way we see it.
Yeah,
Allegedly. You see the quotes and put the quotes in. Then your boy Cody Lattimore, he had a what he do? He shooting, what he doing? Shooting at somebody?
in Colorado, like you ain't get out of Colorado yet.
Allegedly.
Get out, bro. What are you doing in Colorado?
I'm trying to figure out how y'all doing this in the pandemic.
Yeah, they just had cookouts. You got a cookout in the pandemic.
Not on top of that,
look at Florida. Florida's open. Let's talk about that. Florida's open.
They couldn't wait to go.
Then Ed Oliver got a DUI and he got the strap on him.
Yeah, that's AJ.
Like I said, they need to get these dudes back in camp. They need to open these facilities and get these dudes out of their hometown, away from all of these yes men. Because Quentin Dunbar, DeAndre Baker, where they from?
Nowhere.
Miami. They from Florida. And we all know Florida man is real. So why are you giving these dudes who actually had the opportunity to get away, you putting them back in Florida? They still got some money in their pocket, and now they don't have nothing to do but hang around other Florida man. That's just a recipe for trouble. That's just a whole bunch of Florida. A whole bunch of Florida is not good for nobody. Trust me, I lived there. And so unless you play for the Miami Dolphins, your ass should not be in Miami if you're a football player. I'm sorry. Preacher Lewis even got caught a body in Miami. That was Atlanta, wasn't it?
My thing is, no, it was Atlanta. He just from Miami.
It was Atlanta. He's from Miami.
I get all of that. Yeah, Florida just opened up. I get all that. We are still in the pandemic. What are y'all doing? What y'all doing at the what y'all rolling up on allegedly rolling up on the cookout, ready to rob somebody during the pandemic?
But you came in a Lambo.
They not in a pandemic no more. Once they heard open, pandemic
okay. Cody Lattimore.
He was in his home.
But no. Let's not go past this here.
Okay.
They pulled up in Lambos to rob people who came in a court.
But they said the witnesses have statements saying that they did not rob people. They just happened to be at the cookout. And guess what? When you're visible, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Quentin Dunbar, I know him. He played for." And DeAndre Baker, I know him. He played for. So automatically, guess what? You're gonna get next.
So explain Ed Oliver getting the DUI.
If there's a warrant out for me and I'm innocent, I'm with my lawyer and we at the precinct ASAP. You're not even gonna have to come look for me. Let's get this cleared up.
I don't know about all that. You might have to stew on that one real quick while.
Explain.
If I did it, you gotta get this story. I gotta get this story straight first.
You said Cody Lattimore was at his house. Okay, good. I got. Explain Ed Oliver getting a DUI.
He was in Houston. He was in Houston, wasn't he? His hometown, right?
What is that? Oh my God! What does that mean? Where he going?
These niggas out of their hometown.
Where are they going?
No. Texas is open, Hill. So you in Houston, Texas is open to them. To them, quarantine is over. That's what I'm saying. To me, I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna stay at home.
We trying to defend them. We can't defend it.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that
Get out.
they at home when people at home they do dumb shit. Guess
I'm
what?
at home,
I'm
bro.
I'm from the land of Adrian Broner.
I'm at
I know about a whole bunch of dumb shit going on in your hometown. So I know, get out. We've always said get out.
yeah,
It was too late.
yeah.
You got out too late. So when you in your hometown, like, so look, when y'all go back to y'all hometown, who
I
y'all
was just
hang with?
home.
Who y'all hang with? People you grew up with, right?
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
No
So
DUIs for hell.
when I go to my hometown, I hang with people I grew up with. So when you go to Miami and you from not the best of neighborhoods in Miami, and you still hanging out with those people who still in Miami, that's probably still robbing. When you go to
But you
Houston
gotta
and
be smarter than that, man.
they're dumb. What are you
Bro,
talking about?
I'm not going with nobody that's pulling licks. Bro, I know my homeboys that don't live right. And when I go home and I see them, that's it. I just see them. I
Well,
don't go nowhere with them.
but
I'm not
but
riding with
Cannon,
you, bro.
but Cannon, here's my point. When you are 22 years old, like Ed Oliver, and you got millions of dollars already at 22 years old.
Yeah,
So
no,
at
I might do dumb stuff.
22 ain't that far removed from high school. So you got millions of dollars. You was that one friend that made it out. And you still trying to show like, you know what? I'm still like y'all still my niggas. I'm still riding with y'all. Y'all still my peoples. And so instead of him saying, hey, how about y'all get out of Texas and stop doing dumb shit? I'ma come back home and just let me hold your pistol while I'm home so I don't get caught in no dumb shit.
Okay, man. It's nothing
Well,
really. Can we go ahead and wrap it up about this proposed Rooney Rule incentive that they trying to that
You
they
talk
may
you
be
talk
adding?
you talking about the here nigga damn rule?
I
Now
mean,
here, damn,
translation.
here go a black coach.
They propose that hiring a minority candidate, you may get a third round pick.
So no, it's not necessarily you get a third round pick. You just get to move up a couple spots in the third round. So I think they said like propose like 10, like 6 to 10 spots. I think in the third round. So
In the
you get
third
to
so what
move
if
round.
you
up.
first? Then what? You move into the second?
That'd be kind of crazy. But I I understand what you're trying to do, but I think by trying to do it, you're making a bad move because now it makes it seem like that there's like the minority candidates out there aren't qualified unless you're trying to get an extra incentive. Instead of just those minority candidates saying, hey, I went in for this interview, I have the resume and the knowledge, and now here we go. Here's my shot. Now you have to say, you have to put in a strategic advantage to say, well, I guess let's look at this minority coach. He's kind of okay, but we can get us a higher third round pick, and who knows? You know, he'll probably flop anyway. We can use that pick. We'll draft the people that we want to build for the future, and then we'll get our guy in here. Same way that same way that I've always felt things have happened like in sports. There no organization loves diversity more than an organization trying to clean up controversy or trying to clean up a losing franchise. Because guess what? You know, we're gonna turn things around. Oh, we had, a coach, they had a scandal. Let's get us a black guy in here, build everything up, get the right guys in here, and then we'll pass it along. Because remember at Texas, Charlie Strong, even though Charlie Strong wasn't the greatest coach at Texas, but Charlie Strong, he was trying to clean up the atmosphere. He was being stern on grades. He was kicking people off the team that was getting in trouble, and he was recruiting well. He started cleaning it up. We started seeing a little bit of progress. As soon as things started to trend a little bit different, Tom Herman comes right on in. Tom Herman wasn't great right when he got to Texas either. I,
Mm-mm.
I didn't hear a whole lot of grumblings that he needed to get up out of there, and they gave him time to turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
And
Still
so
didn't.
that's my point.
I know.
No organization loves diversity outside of someone trying to clean up losing or a controversy.
Go ahead, Cannon.
I mean, the Rooney Rule to me is a broken rule to start with. I understand the intention of why the rule was created, but if I'm in charge of an organization or I'm the powers that be, and I know a rule is broken or not a good rule to start with, why would I incentivize it? Why would I want to promote a broken rule? Um, like I said, it has good intentions. We do need more black coaches. But like AJ said, if I were a black coach, I want to be hired fairly for my talent and my knowledge, not because you're getting a prize or not because you'll get in trouble if you don't interview me. Because that's real. We got people flying across the country doing interviews, buying tickets, and spending money just so some organization can check a box. That's bullshit. And y'all know I don't even curse like that.
And my whole issue with the original Rooney Rule, it was like the original Rooney Rule was more so just like, hey, like let's find a black dude. Let's find a black dude real quick. Say, hey, we have a coaching vacancy. Just wanted to let you know that we talked to you. So if anybody asks, let them know that we did interview for the position. I always felt that the black coaches needed to stop accepting that. Like if
But how
I'm
they gonna get a job?
But that's my thing though. If you are the assistant wide receiver coach,
You ain't getting one. Yeah,
You know
just don't
damn
go.
well that you
like
was never about to be a worthy candidate.
don't accept them if you already in like if if Bill O'Brien got fired tomorrow and they called their assistant wide receiver coach and say, hey, Bill O'Brien's fired. Would you want to come in for an interview about promotion to head coach?
No.
Like, and then a couple of days later, before you do your interview, you hear Bill Cowher is interviewing for the position. Man, y'all can kiss my entire ass. I'm not about to just let y'all get that off, and y'all already working a contract out with Bill Cowher because y'all talked to him on the phone just so y'all can satisfy this Rooney Rule. It's almost like we gotta take our chance.
We gotta put the
right.
pressure on them.
You really have to take a chance of, should I stand up for my career? I mean, not like for everyone's career, or should I just do what I can and maybe I get a chance? Because remember, like with Mike Tomlin was a Rooney just kind of a hire. They were just trying to bring in a black dude, and they actually was like, oh shit,
But
you kind of know a little bit of football.
It was that. I think they did it with more fidelity in Pittsburgh because they wanted the rule implemented. So they wanted the rule. Looked at real candidates. Now, how many other people are taking the rule serious like that?
But that's the point. But no, he still, even at the time that he got interviewed, he wasn't a viable candidate.
He wasn't a viable candidate.
He just went in that interview and wowed them. They was like, "Yo,
yeah."
But that's the dilemma that we in, AJ. That you just saying, okay, we declined interviews, and then, but what if I go in there and I smoke the interview and they like, hold on, bro, he might have been held back. It's a catch-22. It's like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like put it prime example. If I'm Hugh Jackson, I never would have took that Cleveland job.
Never.
Like, I never would have took that Cleveland job.
Because remember when he got hired, I said, I smell a setup.
Yeah, we smelled the setup.
When he got hired, I was like, I smell the setup.
My thing,
but he wanted to be a head coach.
But when we posted this question, and a lot of people kept the majority of the people kept saying, just stop taking. No, not even them.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. I see where you're going. Sorry,
they just
guys.
kept saying,
I didn't mean it.
yeah. Now I'm going to defend them. I'm going to defend them right now. They kept saying, stop taking inferior jobs. Like you just said, AJ. You just said that.
Right,
stop interviewing for these bogus jobs. But my retort was the same question that Cannon said was, "Oh, what we gonna do then?" Because now we're not gonna get a job. The only thing, the thing about this is the thing. All we want is a fair process.
That's it, bro.
That's all we want. We're not asking for much. We want you to just look at us fairly. But at the same time, and I hate. I'm not playing devil's advocate, but I'm telling y'all. I asked y'all earlier throughout the last time when Eric Bieniemy didn't get the job. I said, "Who is our black candidate?" Y'all could not answer that question. Y'all might have named him or Byron Leftwich. But I asked y'all definitively. I said, who are our black coaching candidates? Who can we ride for? Who can we hang our hat on that deserve legitimate interviews or legitimate candidacy for jobs? We could not answer that. But the thing about it, hold on, Cannon. But we can answer a whole slew of other people that's due for job. Like, if the Ravens assistants got a job, we wouldn't have been mad at neither one of them. Feel what I'm saying? They did a good job. We can't definitively say who is our candidate, who are we riding for. So now we just angry. Go ahead, Cannon.
So the thing about that you can't pick no candidate is because we don't have those position jobs like that anyway. So it's like I don't have the same opportunity, like you said. We don't have a fair opportunity. So even from the position coach pool, we are less percentage to pull from for the Rooney Rule anyway, which is why a lot of those coaches should already know you're not going to qualify. Like they're just doing this to check a box. But to the Mike Tomlin point, you may be prepared. If you know you can be a head coach but never had an opportunity, and you got your stuff, your philosophy, everything that you do, and you can sell it, you might be able to go in there and sell it, but you need the opportunity. But I just feel like all people should be able to apply for these coaching jobs without the scrutiny of the color of their skin. And it's sad that I gotta say that in 2020.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's sad, man.
But so here's my thing. Where you talk about name viable coaching candidates. Well, we named Byron Leftwich and Eric Bieniemy. At that point in time, we were talking about like offensive coordinators who, being the, that fast track to a head coaching position. Because there are some viable candidates. And the same way that a lot of these white coaching candidates, a lot of them are retreads. We have some too that shouldn't have been fired. Like Jim Caldwell in Detroit when he went 7-9 and got fired, and then brought it. And who they bring in? Matt Patricia. It don't look like he's about to do any better. So why can't Jim Caldwell get another chance? Leslie Frazier, that Bills defense was looking pretty damn good. Why couldn't he? What about the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator, Edwards? I can't remember his last name.
George Edwards.
But why can't George Edwards? Why can't he get a shot? And so we were talking about the fast track. But so how many of these NFL coaches are retreads? Like,
but what did I say? What did I say about the retread? I ain't respect it. I don't like none of the retread. You had your opportunity.
I get that,
but how many retreads are getting head coaches? We only had one. That's Mike McCarthy.
But
in the recent time,
Ron Rivera just got picked up.
But he's a minority.
But I thought we were talking about
minority.
I'm just talking about retreads in general.
That's a good point here.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm just talking about retreads in general. Like the NFL, like, okay, you've never just seen them just like disappear. So I get like coaches, they'll get fired and they'll land someplace. Especially,
we always said that once you in, you in.
Exactly. So when you prove that you can do this, why not pluck from it? Because Pat Shurmur is a head coach now, right?
No, he's not. He's the offensive coordinator again.
Oh shit. He got fired. He was a retread. He was a retread and then retreaded.
He was a retread.
Okay, I forgot he got fired again.
But the retread trend is slowly dying.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Thank God. What I'm saying. I'm not vouching for none of the retreads. You had your opportunity, you squandered it. Cool, get up out of there. So I cannot. So I can't vouch for anything because I'm consistent about. I'm done with retreads. I'm ready for new. It's a new NFL. It's a new game. It's time for everybody. It's a new breath of fresh air. And Cannon, to your point, we are coaches. We are a lot of position coaches. Well, like I say, so we may become a defensive coordinator. Like you said, is only one black offensive coordinator. That's Byron Leftwich, off the top of my head. We don't get those offensive coordinator jobs to, you know what I'm saying? And that's and what AJ's point, that's the fast track to being the head coach in today's NFL.
Too.
I'm sorry, and Eric Bieniemy. I am sorry. We got two black offensive coordinators. You know what I'm saying? And that's supposed to be the fast track to being a head coach. We're not getting those same opportunities as everybody else. But what I'm done with the retread. I don't care who you are. If you had a chance and you messed it up, I'm sorry. But I'm being consistent. I'm done with retread. I'm new blood. I'm all for new blood.
I get your point. The only reason why I'm saying that is because of the opportunity. Like I said, Jim Caldwell, I think was wrongfully I think he was let go to bring someone else.
He was wrong. Levy Smith was wrong. We can go. Come on.
And I was gonna say when y'all talked about retread.
That's my point. There's no reason Levy should be at Illinois.
we have some coaches.
Shout out to Herm at Arizona State.
Be more successful than current trash coaches in the league. I'm sorry, but Levy and Herm could still be successful in the league. They weren't going to retread them at all, which is why they had to go to college.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate.
And that is unfortunate.
As like Zach Taylor, I like everything he says. I like him now. He shouldn't have got a head coaching job.
I'm not mad.
I'm gonna be consistent. Like but
no, it's new, but I just feel like he didn't call plays. That's why people knock Eric Bieniemy. Sean McVay was calling plays. Why now? You know, I guess all it takes is one. All it takes is one. But you know.
Matt LaFleur didn't do a good job as the offensive coordinator, but he ended up doing a good job as a head coach. He ended up doing a good job as a head coach. He ruffled some feathers and still got the job done. Once again,
was a quarterback's coach first, right?
Mm-hmm. And became an offensive coordinator in Tennessee. But he trash it.
Success at the quarterback coach. So it was like,
once again, if you knew, I'm vouching for all new. I don't care what you look like. What you look like, I don't care. But all I do. What I am saying is, if you come into this interview, I want this fair shot. This new. Get the same new treatment. You know what I'm saying? Hey. And we can just talk about philosophies and let's get it going. At the end of the day, we're talking about football. We got football people need to be talking about football, and you got business people need to be handling business. Like come on now. Let's go.
I'm going Issa Rae on this one. I'm rooting for everybody black.
I'm rooting for everybody black too.
No. I'm not saying, bro. I'm talking about me. I know that you are too. I'm not saying that you weren't. I'm just saying.
I just want my message clear. I want my message clear.
I get you. I 100%.
I know you're not mad at. I know it's not you.
That ain't no problem.
I just want my.
Don't you got the sound bite for that?
I do somewhere.
But listen, man, we got to get up out of here. This is episode 72. I'm Hill. That's Cannon. That's AJ.
Third wheel as always.
Third wheel. I'm second wheel. Cannon, the favorite is wheel. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to head out.
Where can they find us again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Man, we didn't. We just went right. Oh, you can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Let's get it.
Get it.
Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave. We come at you with topics. No, you cannot stop it.